Podcasting from the Chicagoland area, this is Game On with Jackson Stewart, where we discuss men's lifestyle, focusing on sex, fitness, relationships, business, and more. We'll be interviewing the best of the best, the hot shots, and the rising stars in the worlds of modeling, fitness, cooking, and more. Influencers who are discussing keeping it sexy while at the top of their game. I'm your host, Jackson Stewart. Welcome to the show. Welcome to the game.
This is Dale Valor.
This is Pamela Ross.
This is Trinasia.
And you're listening
to
Game On with Jackson Stewart.
Game On with Jackson Stewart.
Game On with Jackson Stewart. Killing them!
Follow Game On with Jackson Stewart on YouTube at Game On with Jack, on the official blog www.gameonwithjack.blog, and at the new store www.gameonwithjack.shop. Keep it sexy and game on.
For a better thing, wanna replace me. I'm in a place that I've never been. It's worse than lonely. Can someone tell me they see good in me? There's good in me. Cause I got doubts, I got doubts, I got doubts, yeah. Sometimes I wanna risk it all. Since you left me, struggle, baby, I see pain. Cause I got nothing. Someone tell me they see good in me. There's good in me. Cause I got doubts, I got doubts, I got doubts, yeah.
Good people, sexy people, welcome to another episode of Game On with Jackson Stewart. As always, I appreciate you guys taking a moment to tune in and check out the show. Please make sure you follow Game on social media, including YouTube at Game On with Jack, Patreon, Game On with Jack, the blog, gameonwithjack.blog, Twitter, and also catch us on the gameonwithjack.shop. Tonight's topic is one of my favorites because, well, one, I like to talk about fashion, and I need to talk about that more on the show. A lot of times people think guys don't know how to dress themselves, and that nothing could be further from the truth, but also because I am a fall lover. I love the fall. Love it. Just can't say enough about how much I love it. In tonight's topic, we are discussing falling out of fashion, 6 ways to improve or 6 ways to fix, if you want to say it that way, your fashion, what you wear and how you dress in these chilly months that are, that we're currently in and they're coming up. Right now we're in October, but for all we know, fall could go even in the early December, even though we know technically December is January, is winter. And depending on where you live, you can still have fall weather kind of creeping around there. So, this is a timely topic, and it's a topic that, that you can apply at least for another month and a half, if not 2 months. Why is fall fashion a thing? Well, because let's just dispute this before we get to the facts. There is there's a misperception or misconception. I always flip those two and I always apologize for it. That you can wear the same thing all year long. It's just you need a bigger coat. And that's not the case. Excuse me. Yes, people, the cough is still there. So what you want to do is adjust your fashion excuse me, is adjust your fashion given the season. So that's why tonight we've got 6 steps to dress better this season. And, I think you're going to find that if you don't adjust your clothing for the season, you may want to give it a shot. And as you do so, it will greatly change the way you come across. I think the way you're going to carry yourself, your confidence, your boldness, because, if you look better, you feel better. If you feel better, then the world is on a plate for you. And I know it sounds like hyperbole, but really, the more confident you are, the more things and opportunities tend to pop up and go your way. So let's talk about, fall. The weather's getting colder. The days are getting shorter, nights getting longer. Your events change. Your social structure changes in terms of what you do. You're not going out to the beach anymore. You're not going out and, sitting out at a bistro all day or all night because it's damn cold. It's kind of chilly out there. Maybe you're going to events where if you do go outside, it's a bonfire. Maybe, you're going to need a jacket. Even the color scheme of what you're wearing should change. There's nothing wrong with changing your fashion given the weather. That's actually kind of a sign of resiliency as a man. That doesn't mean you're trying to go with the flow or you're not being true to who you are, but it shows a style and it shows an adaptability and it shows that you have a gallery to pull from in terms of what to wear and how to dress yourself and so on. So embrace the idea that you want to change your fashion for the season. And here are 6 tips and 6 steps to do so. Well, really, it's not 12. It's just 6, but I like saying steps or tips. But anyway, first step to dressing better this fall season, layering mastery. Fall is all about layers. Like winter is about bigger coats and thicker sweaters and hoodies, if you're just kind of being more informal or chilling. But fall, for some odd reason, is about layering. And I think it's because fall weather can be so unpredictable. It could be a nice, comfortable 60, and all of a sudden it could be a freezing 60 because of the overcast, and not freezing like it's really ice, but it just feels so cold. So you want to do layers because layers you can quickly adjust. Balance your textures, okay? You want to pair heavy textures like wool and tweed with lighter fabrics like cotton or silk. These give a nice visual contrast and kind of a depth. So like wool and tweed, that's your outerwear. That's your jackets. Those are your blazers. Those are your coats. Cotton, your shirt. And I said, I think maybe last episode, I love distressed t-shirts. If I'm just, not in a formal setting. You'll see me rocking a t-shirt with like maybe a wool jacket or a wool shirt or a flannel shirt and then like a jacket over that. So you can totally layer. You can pull it off. Think of heavy layers on the outside because that's going to get your elements, your wind and your rain and everything like that. Lighter fabrics underneath so that if you do go somewhere and you go indoors and it's warmer indoors and then, you come in out of, nice chilly October or November, you can take off the jacket and still be comfortable in a warmer setting, like a restaurant or a bookstore or whatever. Focus on the fit. And this is like a sub point of layering. Layers shouldn't add bulk. Okay. It shouldn't make you look like Gru from Despicable Me, right? You got these little legs and this giant ball up top because you just got like 19 layers of clothing on. So you want to make sure that each piece fits well so that you've got a nice, tight, silhouette and appearance. How do you do this? Well, your cotton, if it's a t-shirt or a button-down shirt, that's going to be a tighter fit. I mean, you're not going to turn blue, but it's going to be a closer fit as opposed to maybe baggy and oversized because you do have on another couple layers. I'm also a big fan of make sure your layers don't hang out of sync. All right. So your jacket to me should be the longest thing on you. So if you got a blazer, if you have on an overcoat, if you have on a sweater, like a button-down sweater, I hate button-down sweaters, but that's just me. That should hang lower than your last layer. So if you have on a t-shirt, your t-shirt shouldn't hang out past your flannel shirt or your jacket or whatever. I think that just looks sloppy. That's just me. So second step to dressing better this season, essential outerwear. All right. So you've got to invest in essential outerwear. The right jacket can transform your entire fall look. And I know it might sound kind of simple. It might sound like, oh, like that's a no-brainer. But really, take a look at it. Make sure your jackets, your outerwear, are not raggedy as hell and worn out and faded. And not like cool, fashionable faded, but like you need to buy a new one faded. So definitely make sure you invest in good outerwear. Examples, Substep, classic trench coat. Can't go wrong with the trench coat. Trench coat is timeless. It could be the beige, it could be the black. You know, you want to pick a neutral color like beige, maybe a charcoal gray. You don't want anything like, you know, an orange trench coat. I don't even know if they make those. But you want something, you throw it on and maybe you just have on a sweatshirt or a t-shirt and a pair of jeans. Or you throw it on and you have a suit underneath it. Or you've got a dress shirt and slacks. A nice trench coat can go anywhere. A nice trench coat can also survive just like any type of weather. It could be raining. It could be just cold as hell. It could be warming up throughout the day. Trench coat is good. It's just one of those things. And some trench coats do have a removable lining. And that lining can be a big help. Because if it's chilly, you zip the lining up in there and it gives you an additional layer of warmth. If it's getting warmer, you can take it out. If you're not going to go the route of the trench coat, the other route, or you can add this to your outerwear, and I love it, a classic leather jacket. Leather jackets, best invention ever. Couple tips about a leather jacket. You want to buy a leather jacket that initially is going to feel very snug because leather over time stretches, okay? If you get a jacket that's big on you from the get-go, it's only going to get bigger. You want one that fits very snug. It's going to stretch out over time and through wear, and it's going to feel more comfortable and more fitted for your body. You can pair a leather jacket with jeans for a nice rugged look. You can pair it with tailored slacks or trousers for a kind of a smart casual vibe. I always say get two leather jackets. Get a black one and a brown one. Make sure that they're comparable in style. I don't ride motorcycles, but I love leather motorcycle jackets. That's what I have. And consider getting a leather blazer. A leather blazer really dresses up any outfit. So it could be a brown one, a black one. I think I've seen them in dark blue and gray, but I always stick to brown and black because those two will cover 100% of your wardrobe between the two. Make sure that the leather jackets are not too flashy. You know, like some of the racing jackets are two-tone. Some of them have stripes down the side or down the sleeves. Some of them have a ton of zippers. You know, you don't want a leather jacket that looks so outlandish that it can't just blend into anything you're wearing. So you don't want one with like a jillion zippers. You know, you don't want one that looks like you just came out of Grease or you're hanging with the Fonz. Nice, simple leather jacket, one zip up the front, pockets, zipper sleeves, you're good to go. Essential outerwear, functional parka or overcoat, depending on the climate. And, you know, one of the key aspects to dressing better for the season, you got to check the weather every day and see how it's going to be. But depending on the climate, a warm parka or overcoat is a practical choice. Especially an overcoat if you're wearing business attire, like a suit or a blazer. An overcoat, you want to make sure that it fits good with your suit. So if you're going to buy one, go to the store, wear a suit jacket with you or take one with you, put it on, try it out, make sure it fits. If you can get it kind of tailored in, you know, if it's kind of a tapered overcoat, great, because you don't want to look like a refrigerator because an overcoat is naturally going to fit bigger because it's expected to go over a coat. Overcoat. It's going to go over a suit coat. But you don't want to look like a box when you walk out of there. You want a nice, simple wool overcoat. Wool overcoats can be worn casually as well as formally. Simple. 3 buttons, 4 buttons, nothing more than that. Dark gray. Dark gray overcoats go with everything, regardless of the suit color. If you want to follow my advice for the leather jackets and get a gray one or a black one and a brown one, knock yourself out. Avoid colors that are too light when you're picking an overcoat because overcoats do endure the brunt of weather. And if they get dirty, which they will get dirty, if you have like a tan or a light colored overcoat, it's going to be super easy to see the dirt on it. And overcoats need to typically be taken to the cleaners and clean there. You're not going to throw that shit in your washer because you'll destroy it. So we've got 1, balance textures, 2, invest in essential outerwear. The third step for dressing better this season is to perfect your accessories. All right. So you might be saying, Jackson, what's the big difference between accessories in the fall versus accessories in the summer or winter, etc.? Okay. In the winter, you're going to avoid accessories that are mostly metal. Like, let's say bracelets or jewelry, because it gets so damn cold. In the summer, you typically go for things like wooded bracelets or lighter watches because of the heat. Fall is a perfect middle ground. So, statement watches. Invest in a nice quality watch that complements your style. Because fall has such an orange and brown color scheme, there's nothing wrong with having a watch that might have a wooded band to it or an overall wooden composition. Looks very good in the fall. Looks amazing, especially with, orange sweaters or brown sweaters, etc. As far as things like rings and bracelets and other jewelry, you're going to tend to leave some of the lighter stuff like wood and wooden bracelets and woven bracelets like you'd wear in the summer. And now you're moving towards more of solid materials like, wood and banded bracelets almost. But you're not, and now you could start wearing your heavier bracelets and stuff, the metal, because it's not going to stay as cold on your wrist as in the winter. So fall, you can rock different accessories, but, keep it within that color scheme because it's going to really make your outfit pop. A sub point of accessories, excuse me, I've never dabbled in this, but I did talk to some people and they said this is a thing. Versatile scarves. I'm not a scarf guy. Well, I take that back. Yes, but I've yet to really rock scarves from a fashion standpoint. Using my scarves are because it's fucking cold. I'm trying to keep my throat warm. But scarves can not only warm you up, but they can pop on an outfit, especially an overcoat. And you'll see scarves will actually sit under the lapel of an overcoat and really give it flavor and style. Different texture of scarves. You've got wool scarves. You've got polyester blends. You're not going to rock a satin scarf because you're not going to wear, unless you're in the theater, you're not going to wear a satin scarf really anywhere, especially not in the fall when you're going to be dealing with, rain, possible sleet sometimes, and, dirty matted leaves flying all over the place. Silk will just absorb all of that material. Play around with it. Look in different magazines. You'll see a lot of fall fashion magazines will have, or a lot of men's magazine will have fall fashion. A lot of the guys in there will be rocking a scarf. Scarves really make an outfit pop. Quality leather goods for your accessories. A well-crafted leather belt, leather wallet, pair of shoes. These are just givens. They're non-negotiable. You got it. And when I say well-crafted, you're not going to have to spend $800 on a belt. You're not going to spend $800 on a wallet. You can get a nice belt for under $30. It's going to last you. You can get a nice wallet for under $30. It would be suck to get a really nice wallet and have no cash to put in there. But who carries cash anymore? You just, these things will make your outfit, and I keep saying it, pop. It'll make you feel good. It'll make you stand up straighter. Carry yourself different, because when you look good, you feel good. And when you feel good, you look good. It's this awesome circle of confidence that you're going to build by dressing better this season. Also, leather adds a touch of luxury to your style. People are not going to go, oh my God, look at this guy being so flashy with what he's wearing. But no, leather makes an outfit look really good. Now, if we're talking about shoes, make sure that if you're going to buy some leather shoes, you want to make sure that they are weatherproofed, because certain types of leather look great until the weather hits it and it's ruined. It's not hard to weatherproof leather because, after all, leather is animal skin. Or you get fake leather, but just make sure that that's weatherproof, or else something that you really like and something you just paid for is going to come apart right in front of you when you step outside in inclement weather. Fourth step for dressing better this season: earth tones. So colors like olive green, mustard, and rich browns are quintessentially fall colors. Embrace them. Yeah, I like a burnt orange also for fall. Just a muted brown, coffee brown. Excuse me. I don't wear a lot of coffee brown because I'm coffee brown and it looks like I'm naked. But try it out. Go to the store when you pick out one outfit you normally wouldn't, or a color scheme you normally would avoid. Hold it up to your face, look in a mirror, go into the dressing rooms, try it on, see how it looks, take a friend with you or a significant other whose opinion you value and trust, and see what they like. And one thing that scares guys out about trying different fashions is that something in a guy thinks that if he tries a different color, now he's going to undo his entire wardrobe. No, just get one sweater. Just get one leather jacket. Just get one pair of leather shoes. Just try one thing outside your normal comfort zone of fashion and rock it. You're not suddenly going to, turn into a different person overnight in the way you look, but just stretch out and grow a little bit. And then once you're comfortable, or at least at peace with it, keep growing. Try, and eventually you're going to find out that you have altered your fashion sense and evolved it. And there's nothing wrong with it. That's a very, very good thing. In terms of embracing fall colors, deep jewel tones are important. Jewel like the crystal. We're talking deep blues, purples, and burgundies. So these will give you a sense of almost royalty in appearance, like style, especially purples. Purple is a color of royalty, and people see it. It just looks really intriguing, really inviting. So your earth tones, your browns and your dark greens and your deep yellows and dark yellows, those are warm colors and they're inviting. These colors, the purple, the deep blues, these are more like regal colors. They're not so much inviting, but they're intriguing, okay? You may not go out and buy a shirt that's a deep blue or deep purple, but don't forget accessories. You can put them on a bracelet. You can put them, it could be the color of a jewel in a ring. It could be on a necklace. A lot of ways to add these colors to your style. Neutrals with a twist. That's another aspect of color to make your fashion sense pop and to, dress better this season. So you want to elevate those basic neutrals like gray and navy and black with little subtle hints of fall colors. Rust-colored tie. All right, so if you're wearing a black dress shirt to work or a formal function, throw in a rust-colored tie. Maybe you've got a black T-shirt that can be seen under a rust-colored V-neck or an orange V-neck. I guarantee you that's going to make you stand out in the crowd. If you're going on a date or you're going to get coffee with somebody, you're hanging with your crew, you're just going to look that much nicer, especially if you've never embraced these colors before or this style before. A maroon pocket square, guys, don't forget the pocket square. It's still a sign of fashion and style and importance. You're wearing a blazer, you're wearing a suit, throw in a pocket square. And, with fall, if it's like a brown suit or a gray suit, boom, throw in that orange pocket square or maroon pocket square. It's going to make a world of difference. And our fifth step for making your fashion sense pop and for dressing better this season, and I promise, hopefully I edit out all of this coughing, but some might still get in there, is to make sure you are tailoring your clothing so that it fits. So tailoring and fit are important. And this one step applies across all seasons. You don't want to look like you can't breathe. You don't want to look like you're wearing a refrigerator box, okay? The right fit can transform any average outfit into a showstopper. And it can properly accent and accentuate any body type. But how do you do that? First step, sub-step of tailoring and fit, you got to get a good tailor. If you don't know of one in your town, you can just Google tailor nowadays. But at the department store, ask them if they have a tailor. They might have somebody there that does alterations. You could spend money on $1,000 suit, and if it's not the right fit, it's not gonna look right. It's not gonna stand up to its worth. Okay, so you want a good tailor. You want to make sure the tailor has your pants the right length, your jacket or shirt the right fit. So if you're a skinny guy, if you're a big guy, whatever, that the clothes will fit you properly. I don't care what body type you've got. I've seen men of all sizes, of all shapes, and when they walk out in the right outfit, nobody can take their eyes off of them for good reasons. They're like, damn, that guy looks good as hell in that suit. Know your body type is a sub-step of tip 5. Understand your body shape and shoe styles that flatter your physique. You know, don't look at yourself and go, oh my God, I hate my body. I'm going to go put on 20 pounds of muscle tonight. Or the opposite, I hate my body. I'm going to go drop 20 pounds of body fat tonight. You know, you always want to be working on getting healthy, whatever that may be. Maybe you're underweight, maybe you're overweight. But don't let your fashion shame you or tear you apart. Understand your body shape and shoe styles that flatter your physique. Nothing wrong with it. That is the beauty of tailoring clothes. Tailored clothes can create the illusion of a perfectly proportioned body. And it's not like you're lying to people or lying to yourself, but it's going to make you look good and feel good. And that's important. Alteration tricks. Learn simple alteration tricks like cuffing your pants or rolling up your sleeve appropriately. They're small adjustments, but if you can't get to a tailor and you just get your hands on a new pair of pants or a new shirt and things are a little long, quick cuff, or proper roll of a sleeve can keep you from looking sloppy, because clothes that don't fit us make us look sloppy, and it doesn't help us start out on the right foot. But these quick changes can tighten up your outfit in a heartbeat. And lastly, our last step for dressing better this season, dress for yourself. Now, I know you're like, well, Jackson, you just spent the last half hour or so taking my damn outfit, taking my damn wardrobe apart. Nope. We're not destroying your wardrobe. We are evolving it and adding to it. You want to wear what makes you... I'm sorry. I said dressing for yourself is step 6. I'm sorry. Step 6 is embody confidence. Sub-step of that is dressing for yourself. Sorry about that. Yeah, confidence is the whole reason why, I mean, we wear clothes so we don't freeze to death or get arrested. But right beneath the need to put on clothing as a protective layer, it should be you want to dress for confidence and have confidence help you dress. So dress for yourself. Wear what makes you comfortable and what reflects your personality. You know, we're just evolving your wardrobe. We're adding to it. We're not changing it. We're not making you dress like somebody that you're not, but you're growing, you're reaching, you're stretching out there a little bit. Confidence starts with feeling good in your own skin. So just because you're reaching and stretching by trying a new color scheme or a sweater or whatever, doesn't mean that you should feel so horribly uncomfortable that you want to run and scream. Okay, so dress for yourself. Number 2, practice good posture. I shouldn't say number 2, but sub-step 2 of step 6, or the second point of step 6. Stand tall, shoulders back, chest out, and breathe. And when you breathe, don't slump as you breathe, but keep standing up as you breathe. Good posture not only exudes confidence, but also makes your clothes look better on you. Once again, $1,000 suit on somebody who is slumped over and not making eye contact and not lifting their feet when they walk looks like a $5 suit in the rain. So, yeah, the clothes do make the man, but the man really does make the clothes. Last point under step 6 of embodying confidence is continuous self-improvement. Work on yourself, mentally and physically. The more you invest in self-improvement, the more confidence you exude, the more confident you become, your abilities and your appearance. Where you go mentally and emotionally, your wardrobe will follow. And where your wardrobe goes with confidence, your emotion and your mentality will go also. So it's a circle. It's a circle of goodness. You dress better, you feel better, you feel better, you dress better. What's the first step? Like I said, just pick one aspect of a new fashion sense, new sweater that you wouldn't have bought, new color you've never had before, and try it. Okay? And then go from there. You're not going to do a complete overhaul. This isn't like Pretty Woman or something. You can go in there and buy a whole new wardrobe. Just little steps, little itty bitty steps that will help you grow in your fashion and dress better this season. There you go, guys. Players, rookies, all you guys. Those are 6 steps in upgrading a man's fall fashion. Remember that style isn't just about the clothes that you wear, but it's a reflection of your personality and confidence. And you don't want people to look down on you or to not give you your due benefit just because they've made a biased assumption on how you look, on how you carry yourself, on how you dress. So, master layering, invest in essential outerwear, perfect your accessories, embrace fall colors, focus on tailoring and fit, and embody confidence. You practice those 6 steps and shit, world, watch out. Here you come. All right, guys, as always, thanks for tuning in to this fashion-packed episode of Game On with Jackson Stewart. I hope these tips really help you guys. I really think they'll help you step into the fall season with style and confidence. And we'll talk about winter when winter hits, and I'll have some steps and tips for you then. Until next time, you guys, keep your style game strong. And as always, game on.